There's a person in your energy that lately you've had some tension with, or it seems like you could have even been butting heads with them, but it seems like Spirit is coming through today to kind of provide some clarity on where both of you stand in the situation. It kind of seems like for a long time you've had a lot of faith in like some sort of turnaround in this person's behavior, whether it's towards you or towards themselves, is not super clear. But it seems like lately you've come into a place where, while you still have that faith that things will change and things, there's kind of this energy of wanting things to go back to the way they used to be. But it seems like lately you've kind of come into this place where you are running out of grace for this person. It kind of seems like you're really running low on patience. And they are being represented in the Knight of Wands card. And whether this person is kind of young and dealing with something that is kind of normal for them to be dealing with at this time in their life, I would say, like, younger than 25, this person would kind of be, it would be normal for this person to be struggling with the issues that they've been struggling with lately. And I am getting like two different camps of people for like the collective. Although, however this reading fits you is fine. Like, if it helps you, it helps you. But there is this energy here of like an adult child. So it could be the case that you have like a child who's like almost an adult, or like going through like the earlier phases of adulthood in like the earlier 20s or something. And it kind of seems like they're having issues like stepping up to the plate on kind of like, you know, life is starting to ask harder things of them, and they're being asked to put up more, and they're they're having trouble stepping up to the plate with whatever they're being asked to deal with right now. It seems like they're really lacking in some experience, and they're really like struggling with committing themselves and kind of like a more adult character traits. Like, they're struggling with the concept of starting a goal and committing yourself to it for the long term, for either completion or for building something over time. And if it's the case, like, the other camp of person that I'm getting is that for some of you this is a romantic relationship, and if that's the case, then it's still in this kind of energy where you kind of feel like you're having to parent this person. It kind of feels like this person, regardless of whatever age they are, they're having trouble with like particularly the energy of like being able to depend on this person is coming up, like reliability. It kind of seems like whatever is coming up between the two of you right now is based on the fact that you're being asked to carry the brunt of whatever it is that is being required of the situation, and you're being asked to kind of be the adult in the situation at all times. And maybe it is the case that you are like a parent to this person, and if that's the case, it may just be the case that this person is having a hard time like launching themselves, or maybe they're struggling with like different problem they could have that's just keeping them from being able to be self-reliant, and like, it's not just a problem that you can't depend on this person and other people can't depend on this person can't depend on themselves either. They can't like show up in the situations that is being required of them. And you're being represented not just in one card, but kind of in a chunk of cards. So you're being represented in the Temperance reverse, and I kind of see you in this energy of like, when it's upright, you can see the angel on the card, Archangel Gabriel, is pouring one cup into another, and it seems like you, to the detriment of yourself, are trying to pour into this person endlessly. You're also being represented here in this Emperor energy, and in this particular reading, I'm really getting the energy of like Aries. So, and whether or not you are an Aries, that's fine, but mostly the Aries people that I've met in my life have kind of been like Aries is a very loyal sign. And for me, honestly, all the fire signs exemplify a lot of loyalty. I know people usually assign that to like the Pentacles suit, but for me, the fire suit is actually where loyalty is. And I feel like you are in this place where like you are so dedicated to this person, whoever this is to you, you like to a fault to yourself. What, like, depending on the nature of this relationship, that could be a good or a bad thing. But it kind of feels like right now, because of the way things are going, and because this person is kind of like, I kind of get the energy like when a toddler throws a temper tantrum in like the grocery store, and you try to pick them up and they like go dead weight and they like try to drag themselves so that you can't pick them up. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like whatever this person is being asked to step up to, they kind of are just kind of dragging themselves. They're kind of going dead weight and expecting you to pick them up and carry them out of the grocery store. And it kind of feels like you're in this place right now where you're recognizing that you can, like, the problems that you're having with this person, sorry about that, and you are being represented here in the Devil card. So I feel like you can't really see it because I had to cover it up, but the two people on the Devil card they're chained to this, like, obviously the devil on the card, but their chains are really loose, and if you look at the card, they could easily like lift themselves out of that chain. And it kind of seems like you're in this understanding now that what is keeping you tied to this person is just your own refusal to untie yourself. And it seems like it's from a place, it's born from a place of really worrying about what's going to happen to this person after you stop carrying this weight. Depending on what the nature of your relationship with this person is, it kind of seems like they've been relying on you for a while. And there's no like malice or ill intent being like represented in this person, but it's just because the intent is not there doesn't mean they're not causing great harm. So I won't go too far on the benefit of the doubt on that end, but they are not being represented as a person who is trying to harm you. It seems like it's a maturity issue. Although I will say that it seems like this person does struggle with the finer points of like building a relationship and like showing love towards other people. And if this relationship is in the sense of like a romantic relationship or like a sexual relationship, it is the case that this person is not really connecting sex and love together. And that may be like part of the reason for like a refusal of commitment from this person, depending on what the situation looks like between the two of you. It just seems like this person doesn't think about sex that way at this point in their life, and that's fine, honestly. And if you think about sex that way, it's fine too. It just seems like this person has represented it as something else in this particular case. So it seems like if that is the case, they have presented it as otherwise. It does seem like there is this shared energy, and maybe it's shared, but it does seem like at least on their part they do want this energy. They do have this energy of like wanting things to go back to the way they used to be, but it seems like the cleanup on what this person has done would be like really great. Like it would be a lot of work. And it does seem like they want to, but it doesn't seem like this person, as things stand right now, is in the best place, like, emotionally. And it doesn't seem like for some of you, this person is, like, kind of depressed, or is kind of, like, being really hard on themselves for, like, some sort of failure to launch. And it seems like this person, just right now, they aren't all there to, like, even compared to how they usually are, they're just not quite there to clean up things, clean up their own mess the way they need to be doing. But you are also being represented over here in this Nine of Cups, and I think it's important for you to remember that whether or not you have, like, I'm thinking Spirit is wanting you to take, like, a very hands-off approach to the situation, because it doesn't seem like whether you have your hands in it or not is going to change the outcome. It's up to this person right now to handle their own stuff, and it's not up to you to cling to them and micromanage them in every step of the way and make sure that they do the things that they're supposed to be doing. Even if you are literally this person's mother. And Spirit has a message here as well to kind of reach out to the other people in your community, especially like if this person is not the same age as you. Try to go out into your community and find like people who are a little bit more where you are. So like friends your own age, like just other people in general. It would be nice to not have to rely on this person so much for the community, like for like the connection that you're needing right now. And there's also a message here that if you're willing to spend your energy to kind of teach an old dog new tricks and like walk this person through the things you've walked them through, use that energy to teach yourself new things and to invest in yourself the way